It's MORPHIN TIME!
What's happening, everybody? Justin here alongside Yadi and Lewis. Wait a minute, I did that wrong. It's actually Justin, aka the Tyrannoranger, alongside Lewis, aka the Pink Ranger, and Yadi, also known as Mega Silver. This is our Thursday edition of Nap Reacts, and as always, we have another incredible episode for you this week as we are checking out Super Sentai Henshin and Rollcall Part 5 by AK Ranger and several other yes. Try not to get too excited. Try not to get too excited there. But yeah, it's a mix of videos by AK Ranger and a few other channels which I don't remember the names offhand, and so yeah, we'll just kind of go with it. I had to cobble a few together because there were a few bits and pieces missing and what have you. So this is going to cover I forget the name of the series, but we'll get to that in just a second. And it will go all the way into the most current from 2025. We're not going to waste too much more time, so let's get into the main event. But before that, we're going to go ahead and pass it off to intern Steve for the preamble. Roll it!
Hey there, nerds! Intern Steve here. Before we get into this week's video, as always, since we cannot monetize these reactions, direct support, while not required, is greatly appreciated. Head on over to patreon.com/thenerdarchive. For as little as $1 a month after a 7-day free trial, you get access to all sorts of cool perks, starting with access to our special hidden section on Discord called Sector Zero, where some of our Patreon rewards are fulfilled. $5 a month gets you 1 week early access to all of our recorded content, including Nap Reacts. Also, new perks, tiers, and merch are always being considered, so head over and check it out. See what's on offer, and lend your support if you wish. As always, links to the original videos will be in the description below, so pause this, head on over, and give them a watch, and a like if you haven't already, then come back and do the same for us.
And thank you, Steve. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the action and make it happen.
Beyblade.
Well, I like those.
Naruto.
You rampage.
That they do, and that was Shuriken Sentai Ninninger from 2015, and following Kyuranger and Hurricaneger, it is the third series with a ninja theme. It is also the first team since Gaoranger to have red, blue, and yellow as males, and a female White Ranger to take the place of a green or black Ranger on the team. It is also the first series in 10 years to have a male Yellow Ranger. It also introduces a cowboy-themed Ranger as the 6th Ranger, and was adapted into Power Rangers Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel in 2017 and 2018, respectively. Again, with the Saban shit of...
Yeah.
But it makes sense because there were certain teams that there were certain Sentai teams that they didn't utilize for whatever reason. I guess maybe they didn't like the suits or the premise of that particular season, but it happens. So
I like the suits.
Mm.
I like the ninja theme. But the cowboy doesn't make sense, but yeah, they gotta throw something weird there anyways.
Yeah, and also when before they transformed, I was a little like, oh, I don't like this. I don't know, it was too like they were too crowded in one spot. But then once I saw the suits, I'm like, okay, I can look past that.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty cool.
The thing that I don't like, and this is going back to the American adaptations, is the fact that they didn't use the swords that these ones used as their transformation devices.
Oh,
Right.
They changed it. And they changed it, which was incredibly dumb. And that was another one that we saw when we first did the 6th Rangers comparison between Sentai and Power Rangers, where it was this just big, giant, like garish looking thing that he spun, and that was that, rather than having the sword that was shaped like the guitar, which was really cool, and using that as the transformation device. I would imagine they probably had those as weapons, but just not using them as the actual transformation device just didn't really make any sense to me. But
I do have to say that you have to give the production team for Saban so much credit, because they have to cut things and stitch them together and make it look cohesive. Like it's all, because when we were growing up, and to this day, the scenes where they're in their suits doesn't look like, if you don't know that it comes from somewhere else, you will never know.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know until I was an adult.
Right. And
Well, absolutely.
and what you say, that they use some villains in some shows that weren't part of this show, and like, you have to give credit to that, because that is insane. And I bet they hate Saban for that.
Well, I mean, you also have to figure, like, nowadays, and this is weird though, because each of the seasons that they did, they were able to get the suits for.
Right.
So you would think, especially back in the day, they have a lot of the stock footage as well. They can utilize that. But at the same time, they could also film more of their own stuff. And you see a lot more of that, especially in some of the modern seasons, where they're
Right.
actually filming more of their own stuff with suit actors, stunt doubles, and what have you. But it's just like, you didn't see a lot of that in the really early, especially like the first few seasons of Mighty Morphin.
Right.
They relied like a lot more heavily on stock footage.
Right.
And that was a lot more difficult for season 2, because you had so many monsters from Ranger that you couldn't have them in a scene. Like, it was impossible to put them in a scene with the Rangers, because those suits never appeared in
Right.
they had to really do some kind of witch doctory stuff to make it work. And, I guess for the time, it worked out pretty well. And it was magical to us way back then.
Like it never happened.
Yeah. Not so much now, but
Yeah.
the old, as I said before, the older analytical brain and what have you.
I try to turn that off sometimes.
Yeah, but ADHD kind of does that for you sometimes, I think.
Good decks.
Yup.
Ooh, Rubik's Cube.
That one's nice.
Whoa.
That's trippy.
A little bit.
Oh, we have Jaws.
Uh-huh.
Let's give some Cell vibes. Oh, we got the shark again.
Without the claws.
Yeah. I'm glad.
This one makes more sense now.
Yeah.
It seems like they have like tattoo pieces. I like it.
That's funny, because that's what I don't like.
A bear. So I'll be a bear. So.
Rhinoceros.
And a crocodile. He's got 3 on his.
Oh, wow. Oh, I see.
Yep.
That's weird.
A little bit, but the suit looks cool. So that was Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger from 2016 and is an anniversary series. And following Kyuranger, Live Man, and other similarly themed Sentai series, it has an animal theme, albeit with a cube gimmick, like you said, the Rubik's Cube. It's also the first Sentai lineup with the color lineup of red, blue, yellow, green, and white. It's also the first Sentai to introduce a 6th Ranger with 3 different colors and animal themes with Zyuoh the World.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I like the in some the animal print on the chest look cool.
Mhm.
Not all of them. Yeah, and it otherwise everything else looked very simple. Besides that, the helmet looked cool, but
Yeah, like I can see why it looks cool, but at the same time, like you said, some look tacky.
like
It
the
was
yellow
like-
one, it didn't.
Yeah, and to me, it looked like one of those like wolf shirts that you get at Walmart.
That is like mostly empty.
Yeah, it's literally just a wolf right here.
Uh-huh.
And the problem is that anybody that's listening probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. That's what I thought of. It's like Dollar General clothes.
Oh, jeez.
But that's
You
it.
gotta save money somewhere, you know.
No, I get it. It's just I don't know. I did like the helmets. They look just clean.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The Red Ranger actually has several other additional transformations where he utilizes a gorilla, and of all things, I haven't seen the series, but I've seen clips from it. He has another mode where his theme is a whale.
Huh.
Which is very, very weird. I'll have to send pictures of the gorilla themed and the whale themed one, but
You would think that the one with the shark would have a different mode into a whale. Like you have like great white, because it looked like a great white. It literally looks like the logo from Jaws, but I digress. But then have like an orca and then be black and white.
They could have.
well, I mean, like I said, to be fair, I haven't seen this season yet, so I'm not sure
Right.
who else besides the Red Ranger has additional transformations. So I'll have to go through that. Don't spoil it in the comments, folks, because I will get to watch the series eventually. So yeah,
Spoil it.
don't do it.
It's been out for years.
You know what? People are going to do what people are going to do. so,
Spoil it in the thumbnail. Why not?
yeah, go nuts. Go nuts. Yeah, no, that works. All right. So moving on.
Yes.
All right.
Eye of the Dragon. Nice.
That's too many. Oh,
Way too many.
Yeah.
all the colors.
There's so many, they don't go one by one. Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. By the time this is over, the season's over.
A gold one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dragon Ball Zeta.
two reds.
Okay.
I already not like the next one.
You'll
We'll see the suits.
yeah.
Got it.
You'll see the suits. You might change your mind. You might not. Who knows? That was Uchu Sentai Kyuranger from 2017, the first Super Sentai to be space-themed, although the motif had been used in other countries in Power Rangers in Space, adapted from Denji Sentai Mega Ranger, which was video game themed but had spaceship mecha, and the Chinese series Battle Strike Team Space Deleter. I have no idea what that is. I'm sure
follow the leader, follow the leader.
I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell us exactly what that is, but yeah. It's also the first series to have 9 Rangers in the main team, the first series since Maji Ranger to feature 2 Red Rangers, Shishi Red and Ho-Oh Soldier. It's also the first team since O-Ranger to feature a Child Ranger. The Tokusatsu are an entire team of children that were aged to become adults. That was the train-themed one that we watched at the end of the last. It was also the first Sentai team confirmed to be from an alternate universe. This team is the biggest by far with a member count of 12, followed by Kyuranger, which was 11, and then Ranger, which was 10, although they were not all active at the same time. While Kyuranger was initially skipped for adaptation into Power Rangers in 2023, the series mecha footage and villain characters were used similarly to Ranger for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, the 3rd season of the another adaptation called Dino Fury. What are your thoughts?
So yeah, I was thinking that they were not always at the same time, what you mentioned, right? So I was thinking like maybe they started with 5, like the 6, and then the other 6 join. Is that
a bit of context? Because I kind of read it wrong. It's the parentheses of not being all active at the same time was actually for Ranger, because you had ones that weren't there all at the same time with, what was it, Deca Bright, Deca Swan, and Deca Master. So they made like sporadic appearances, but like the core.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. So the core team of 6 were there. Plus you had like Deca Gold from the movie. But this was like, it became like a team of 12 from like very early on.
That's one full like school group.
Yeah.
Like a whole classroom. It's there.
Oh yeah. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that they didn't use these suits, because I actually like the look of these suits. I don't know about y'all, but I actually like the look of these suits and would have rather them used these suits than what they did for Cosmic Fury. Look up, I don't know if you've seen them before, but look up the suits for Cosmic Fury. They are so fucking terrible. Like they look, they make Titanium Ranger look good by comparison. And I wasn't a fan of Titanium Ranger. Hell, I'd say they also make the Power Rangers SPD A Squad look good by comparison. And that just, now let's just say they all suck.
Well, these remind me of, I guess not. They look like superheroes instead of Power Rangers.
Yeah. And they reused the helmets from the previous season, which was also kind of a weird design, or not so much a design choice, but a weird production choice, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't hate it, Cosmic Fury, but it'd be better. I don't see how. It's like the Green Ranger looks like they reused.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing though. They all use that same suit style with the same shoulder pad looking things.
Yeah,
all the same. Literally, and like I said, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Like they should have used these, and that's the thing though. They didn't necessarily have to use all of these because there's like 12 of them. But I mean,
they have fake abs.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like literally. Oh yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But you know, what can you do?
Yeah. It's like they went to Party City and got these. You know, when you go to Party City to get a costume and they don't have the rights to call it what it is.
Yeah.
So they just call it some random. So it's like Ranger of Power.
True enough. I mean, either that or those pop-up Spirit of Halloween stores. that take
Yeah.
over abandoned buildings.
Yeah, Party City is not a thing anymore. Moving on.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything else from this one?
Which one's your favorite, Yadi? You said the gold?
No,
No.
I didn't like that helmet. I don't like the
Yeah, it looks like-
scale thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
It
the
looks
the red with the sword and
That
then
red
the
looks better
teal.
than the other red.
Yeah, and the teal.
I like
With the
pink
scarf.
wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
the sky blue, as he calls himself.
Yeah. And then the green one has Princess Leia buns.
Yeah, it's a chameleon one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, my favorite is the Ho-Oh soldier, the one with the sword. Super cool. And then obviously the primary Red Ranger was a really good one as well.
I'm just not a big fan of that star they have on their chest. It looks like, is it a star or is it a flower? It looks like a flower to me.
It's a
The
star.
star.
It looks like a flower.
This is a star something. Eye of the dragon. They say so many things in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what theme they were going with.
I'm sorry. The problem is whatever they said in the beginning, by the time that they ended with all the characters, I was already done. I was like, I don't know what they said in the beginning.
Well, pretty much all of them said star change,
Mhm.
and then obviously Ryu Commander, the purple one, was just Eye of the Dragon, and he was the only
Gotcha.
one that was different from the other ones.
Oh, okay, I see that now.
them purple. I'm different.
And then of course, again, the rarely used orange.
Yeah.
With the scorpion themed helmet as well, which is interesting. I don't hate it, but
That's
it's
a cool one.
not my favorite. But
Like the helmet, I like.
all right, so be a good time to move on.
Yeah.
This is Louis' favorite. Whoa. Oh my god, the helmet.
Uh-huh.
How can they see? How can they see? Right. That one makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. I like the tie.
Yep. Okay.
No.
I kind of figured you probably wouldn't be a fan of. I'm not particularly fond of this one either. Again, I don't hate it, but this is going to be one of those ones that I'm not in too big a hurry to actually sit down and watch. But it is what it is. So getting into it, this is called Kaito Sentai Lupinranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Patranger from 2018. Yeah. Patrol, basically. It's a play on patrol, but yeah. Lupinranger has a Phantom Thief treasure collecting theme, whereas Patranger has a police theme. It is the first Super Sentai series to feature two Sentai teams at the same time, competing with each other, and what is this? Gangler for possession of the Lupin collection. Interesting. With a settled rivalry reignited in the finale after numerous team-ups in the past. This is the last series to have all its episodes broadcasted during the Heisei era. The first season to introduce a Ranger to be a different color in multiple main Sentai teams, Lupin X and Patranger X, and is the same person with a silver and gold color respectively.
Don't like it.
I kind of figured you. I kind of figured you wouldn't, but yeah, no, it's that thing with the fourth team member. He starts off on one team and then switches to the other team, which is kind of weird. I don't really know the story behind it, but yeah.
Fucking snake. Maybe his helmet should be a snake. A slithering snake.
That's why he's a pig.
Damn.
The helmets in the first few, like, how could they see? You know, I don't know. It looked weird.
No, I get it, and that's fair. But that's also the same way they did the helmets for Time Ranger or Time Force. So the visors were the color of the suits in that, and so it's like it begs the question, like, how are they able to accomplish being able to see out of those? And I'm like, that seems rather curious.
Well, the only
analytical thing, just
also the only thing I wish I had was the helmet in the beginning of that particular video, because I did not want to see that. Like, I just it made me uncomfortable.
That's entirely, like I said, that's entirely fair. Like some of these aren't going to appeal to everybody, and
not at all.
Opinions vary, and that's fine.
And I could agree with you, but then we both be wrong.
Is what it is. All right. Well, we will quickly move on to the next one.
Thank you.
Here we go.
What is that? Okay.
Was that Gyarados?
Could be. So that was Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger from 2019 with a prehistoric extinct creature, dinosaur or Pleistocene megafauna, much like Zyuohger, and a knight theme featuring 5 knights from the time of the dinosaurs returning to protect the world from the Druidon tribe, who have taken to the stars to survive the extinction of the dinosaurs and have returned to reclaim the planet. It is the first entry in the Reiwa period and the first series to have a set of monsters created from humans, the Minosaurs, and the first to introduce a brown-colored Sentai hero. 4 characters, Ryusoulger Green, Black, Zyuohger, and Master Red had debuted in the miniseries. And the 4-week continuous special Super Sentai Strongest Battle, which aired before the series, was adapted into the 28th series of Power Rangers Dino Fury, which aired in 2021, which was later renewed and retitled Cosmic Fury, which we talked about with the Kyuranger crap, which they never used. So,
right.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like the helmets on this ones, but that's about it. But I did recognize the when you said, what was the name of the US version? Dino Ranger?
Oh yeah, Dino Fury.
Dino Fury. So I remember this because my kids did watch it.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm assuming they enjoyed it.
They liked, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They keep watching whatever it's on Netflix for Power Rangers.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, it works. This is one of the ones that I haven't seen this season yet. But it's one that I want to watch because I actually like the way the suits look and what have you, and so I'm actually looking forward to sitting down to watch this.
Yeah, I have videos of my kid doing the Dino Fury morphing time thing, and it's so funny.
Nice.
I did watch most of it. It was interesting and it was actually entertaining. So.
Okay. Well, I'll try to get my hands on this season. So if you're interested in watching,
Sounds like you were choking on something.
Me?
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. No, like I was saying, I thought for a second you were about to go arar.
Nope, not
from
today.
the previous episode.
We got dinosaurs here.
Yeah,
Actually, you can
it's all
see a
good.
dinosaur face over there with the symbol in the back behind them.
Oh yeah. Well, like I was saying, if you're interested in watching the Sentai version, I can get. You couldn't resist. I knew it.
I forgot I was doing that. I got it.
It's your thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
You couldn't resist, you fucker. So yeah, if you're interested in watching, I can get hands on the season. I'm gonna get it regardless, but yeah, just let me know. But in that case, moving on.
Modern technology. Well, yeah. we're
This
modern
one's
right
gonna
now.
be a bit weird.
Is that a race? Yep, it is a race. Okay.
Huh?
The street. The track. This is a Fast and Furious edition.
Familia.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really hope the green one's the female.
That's a cool one. Silver and orange.
Oh yeah.
And diamond.
And his weapon is a jackhammer. Believe
Mine
it or
too.
not. It's different kind of video. We'll you can save that for later.
Alright.
Yeah. Again, you couldn't resist.
No, sir.
All right, that was Mashin Sentai Kiramager from 2020. Much like Turbo Ranger, Car Ranger, and Go-Onger, it is a vehicle-themed, though mixed with gemstones akin to Flashman and Denjiman, with a magic theme shared with Magi Ranger. The show is also unified and distinct via the presence of many Eastern cultural references. Much like Go-Onger, the mecha are sentient and capable of speech. This is the first entry to be fully broadcasted in the Reiwa period, and the first to have a prequel film. It also had an impact with the COVID-19 pandemic, as one of the actors who plays Kirame Red on the show actually came down and got sick with that. And so they had to delay shooting for
He survived?
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay,
He did.
okay.
They put the show on hiatus, and several other Toei shows had to be put on hold until they could start filming again, under certain precautions, obviously, alongside the Kamen Rider series that shot alongside it. So, what are your thoughts?
Completely random. I'm surprised that because it's Toei, they haven't done an anime theme, if that makes sense.
Well,
Like-
I mean, these are all kind of like live action anime.
No, yeah, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
their suits like have one like orange and blue, and then like other colors that been a main character in an anime, and then they have some kind of play on their name
Mm.
with the actual character.
I think
I'm
they
sure
will
they've-
get copyrighted.
I
Well, it's Toei.
There have been several anime that have like adapted Sentai style themes. I mean, the obvious being the Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball Z, but there have been other anime series I can't really remember offhand that have done Sentai imitations and what have you, and some that have done Kamen Rider imitations as well. But
Right.
obviously, they can't technically call it that, so we'll call it legally distinct Sentai, as it were. But yeah, I'm sure I'm sure Toei will do some kind of animated thing for Super Sentai or some kind of Tokusatsu show if they haven't already. You know,
Right.
Again, somebody in the comments will probably say something if they've already done it. So, because I
Yeah,
haven't really looked too deep into it myself.
I think they were doing an anime Power Ranger already.
Well, I know they were doing a comic book Power Rangers. Boom Studios has
Right.
been doing Power Rangers for the Shattered Grid stuff for a while, and I'm chomping at the bit to actually go in and start reading those comics because I haven't started that yet, and I really, really want to.
Also, Dragon Ball does have another Sentai style, like in Super, in the Tournament of Power.
Oh yeah, that
He fights
yeah.
Vegeta.
Oh yeah. There were several of them, and then you could also what was the Pride Troopers?
The Pride Troopers.
Jiren was involved in and whatnot, so you could call them kind of like Sentai adjacent.
Yeah, they
so-
have different colors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not her.
NVIDIA broadcast working hard.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, here, gone.
Yeah.
That is a Power
It's
Ranger.
Morphin time.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then he turns into Kimberly. All right. And on
Arar.
that, there you go. And on that note, moving on.
Mama say.
Whoa, that's a pirate theme. Okay.
One of them.
Fishing rod. Pop it. Twist it.
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
Hey.
Look at these three in the back.
Yeah.
Good walking.
Uh-huh.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. One is the dragon sword.
Oh,
Not the dragon sword, the mega
Grace
sword.
Diamond.
Yep.
Wait, is this like the suit or this is the robot? Like, the,
No, that's the suit.
oh,
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
the mega sword looked fantastic.
really?
Someone has a problem.
Maybe.
Oh, is this like the dark version?
Yeah.
Is that the one that walked away?
No.
Stacy? Actually, looks cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, real quick, this is Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger from 2021, celebrating the 45th anniversary of Super Sentai. Zenkaiger is unusual in that it features a mecha themed, with many of the Zenkaiger themselves being themed after past giant robos. It is the first Reiwa series not to have a Red Ranger as team leader, and the first series since Maji Ranger to have some of the core Rangers become the mecha. Much like Zyuohger, only one of the core Zenkaiger is a human being, the rest being robotic life forms. The series is notable in that on a regular basis, much of the team members themselves can enlarge to become giant monsters, something rarely used standardly in Super Sentai. Zenkaiger is also the first anniversary series to have a Gold Ranger. Most of the past anniversary series had silver.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That was something. It was very different from what we've seen so far.
Oh yeah, yeah.
100%.
Very different.
Oh yeah, they started experimenting with different themes, and so like you kind of started seeing that with what was the you started seeing that with what was it not Ryusoulger but Kyuranger, and then they kind of did it a little bit more with Kiramager from the previous series that we watched, and like they dipped more into kind of an unconventional theme with this one with Zenkaiger, and like seeing like paying tribute to the different ones that had an impact on the series, not just in Japan but in the US as well, with them using the Megazord theme from Zyuohger, and then having what was it Magiranger or Mystic Force, and then of course they used the 30th anniversary one from Boonboomger. Jeez, there we go. And then of course you had the pirate theme 6th Ranger, which harkened back to the 35th anniversary, which was really cool. And then the leader being like that one, to me, like went back to like almost what Big One looked like from the second season, which was an interesting one.
This was a couple of videos ago.
Yeah, no, this was a couple of videos ago, obviously. And then kind of a mix between Big One and like the classic look of the Go Rangers, sort of, which I thought was pretty cool. And then, but kind of made into like a more modern theme as well, like a modern take on some of the classic stuff.
Makes sense.
Gotcha. And
I
then
don't,
we
I don't have much to say about that other than I thought it was pretty cool, especially the Mega Sword.
Oh yeah, and the fact that they can grow big themselves, like just turning themselves into bigger forms of their suits and fight like that, which is pretty interesting because that's never happened before.
Yeah, that's definitely different. And did they move the same when they're bigger, or like they do go a little bit slower, like what they show in the previous ones?
I would assume they move a bit slower when they're in the larger form, because that's technically, what it should be. Because I mean, yeah, when you're fucking 10 stories tall, you would expect to move slower like that, not because they're carrying a lot of weight. So,
right.
Yeah, never been there, but yeah.
No worries. All right. What else we got for this one?
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So this next one, is where they take experimental to kind of a weird degree. You'll see in just a second. This one's fucking weird. Very, very weird. So yeah, moving on.
Yeah, I don't like when those things are looking so fake. But
ドンブラザーズはアバタローギアをドンブラスターのギアテーブルにセットし、桃のエンブレムがあるスクラッチギアを回すことでギア内部のアバターデータを合いの手とともにロードする。そしてトリガーを引くことでデータが実体化し、アバタロースキンとして使用者を包み込むことでアバターチェンジが完了するのだ。ムッキムキおみかなぼワンダフルトリッキー
what the?
Yes. This is what I was telling you about.
桃から生まれたゴンボモ太郎浮世におさらばサルブラザー
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like a gorilla.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. The animated one.
Uh-huh.
That's Sonic. What's okay, dude.
Yes. That is so.
Can we go back to the magician ones? the one that made me uncomfortable. Can we just watch that again and not watch this one? Because this one made me uncomfortable. I don't know how I feel about the Pink Ranger. Like,
I mean, come on. The Pink Ranger was a guy, and you're the Pink Ranger, so you should.
Yeah, but also I don't look like Slender Man.
Pink Slender Man.
Oh my god.
They went crazy with this one, huh?
Yeah. a little bit.
Please tell me that they get back to normal after this.
I think, again, a series that I haven't seen, but I'm pretty sure this is what they are throughout the entire series. Actually, no, I think they do.
No, I mean like the next one that we're gonna watch. They go back to normal?
Yeah. They're not as experimental with the next one. So
okay.
Yeah. All right. So getting back to it, this is Avataro Sentai Donbrothers from 2022, themed after the Momotaro legend. Donbrothers is notable for being the first Sentai series since Sun Vulcan to be marketed as a sequel. The equipment sharing many similarities to the preceding Zenkaiger, most prominently a gear collectible system, specifically marketed as a direct sequel to Zenkaiger, with Zenkai Juran making some appearances as the Tyranno and an alternate version of Zenkaiger's lead ranger as a supporting character. It's also the first Sentai with rangers portrayed solely through CG, which has had limited applications for Sentai rangers proper in the past. It's also the first since Go Busters to not have a title ending with the GER or MAN suffixes. So like Gingaman or Zyuohger or Ranger, this was just Donbrothers. Kind of an odd name for it, but...
Well, it fits the theme.
Oh, yeah. And unlike all Sentai series before, it has an explicitly male Pink Ranger. The Donbrothers have the shortest time span between promotional reveals and on-screen appearances, as the series lead Don Momotaro debuted in the 42nd episode of Zenkaiger's run from the series before, only a few weeks after the show was officially revealed. So most Sentai debuts occur a few months after the reveal. So there was a shorter run-up to the actual series run. Let's see. As a sequel to an anniversary series, Donbrothers share the Gokaiger's ability to transform into past Sentai heroes, something the Zenkaigers were unable to do. So when they use the other Ranger powers, they don't actually stay in their current weird-looking CG forms.
Oh, good.
Gotcha.
I would not want to see the White Ranger like that. You know what I mean?
It'd be good for laughs, to be honest. I mean, this transformation alone was good for a few laughs at least.
I agree with Yadi. It looks like they recruited Sonic.
for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sonic and Slenderman became Power Rangers.
I mean, good for them. Good for them.
It's all good, man. It can happen to anyone.
Did this series get canceled? Because I feel like it would.
I'm pretty sure it didn't. It probably just went through its entire series run, because most of these seasons will have between 48 and 51 episodes.
That is 47 or 50 episodes, way too many. Because I would have probably seen the first episode and be like, oh, this is different, and then get tired of it quickly.
Well, I mean, I kind of thought that about some of the other ones that I'd watched previous, and then it was just like, okay, this is actually kind of starting to get interesting. But it's like they're ones that you like can't really take seriously. Like
this one. Got it.
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Yadi, do you like it?
No.
No,
did you see the shadow? The shadows?
Yeah, it's like very, like, it looks like the shadow under this one, it's Slender Man's shadow.
It could be.
It's thin.
I also think somebody screwed up on doing the shadow work for this one, because, I mean, you can see the shadow is kind of overlapping on this dude's foot.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It's it's weird. And I think, like I said before, I think they got a little bit too experimental with this one.
Too ambitious is what they're trying to do. It's like, I get trust me, on paper, I bet when they wrote it down, they're like, yo, 2 of them are going to be CG. Oh, damn. Pilot episode. What is this?
It's going to be it's an interesting one for sure. I think it's I see it, and you probably agree as well. It's a prime example of just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, just go full on anime. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to.
You
do
should have
this.
just made them all CG and just call it a day. What are they trying to do? Do like who framed Roger Rabbit? Because I don't. Okay, moving on. Like,
Yeah. I think it's honestly, I think it's only a matter of time where they do like a full CG everything Super Sentai series, and just go with that, because you can do more in that sense with that kind of stuff, or even an anime style or something like that. Is you could probably do more, and then obviously it would cost them less. But honestly, I'm not sure like how people would take it. To be perfectly
I'm
honest.
sure that this cost somebody their job.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, there's no way to tell, at least not for me, because I didn't deep dive too much into this series specifically.
Oh, that's fine. I'm glad you didn't. You would have lost your time.
That is what it is. All right.
I can't keep going, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, all right. Moving on.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to watch this again. Okay.
All the rings meet samurai.
I'm not even mad. Papi Young.
Achi. Oh, ooh, I like that.
Oh, Venom.
Yeah. Kind of.
White Venom.
They have that in the latest Spider-Man game.
I think the first one does too. I think I remember, I think I have it.
I like that one.
Oh yeah. This is another one that I'm kind of excited to see, is the suits. I mean, they're a massive step up from the season before, and that's not a difficult thing to be perfectly honest.
This also reminds me of when they did the Mighty Morphin movie with the hard tops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Do your thing. Sorry.
Absolutely. No worries. To be honest, it's cool. I welcome it. Say what you gotta say, what you like, what you didn't like, and what have you. I can save it.
What I didn't like was the one before this one. That one was terrible.
We've moved on from that one.
Yeah, no, I just wanted. Okay.
So you want to give your thoughts on this one before I get into the?
No. Do that.
All right. Well, this one is called Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger from 2023. The series is themed after royalty and is the first series to have every member of the team themed after arthropods. In addition to the first Purple Ranger on the core team, King-Ohger as the first first Sentai Rangers themed after a dragonfly, honeybee, mantis, and butterfly, with the unique distinction of its primary giant robo requiring auxiliary mecha in addition to the core Rangers.
Ah, because it's only a limited amount and they needed 8 legs. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was good. It sounded good.
Yeah, I
You were
literally
onto
don't know
something.
either, because once again, I've got a lot to catch up on. It sucks not having a whole lot of time to go through all of these, because there's so much cool shit for this.
Except for the last one. That was terrible.
You can't get over that.
No. It's like when we saw Sonic for the first time, the first Sonic before they got bullied into changing it.
Yeah.
Someone should have get bullied when they presented this. Okay.
They were probably saying to themselves, "Hey, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but we've moved on from that." So
I feel like the creator for that got dropped when they were a kid.
either that
on
or
their
they're
head.
drunk.
I think what happened was their mom closed their legs when they were coming out. because it crushed their brain. Like, it was terrible.
Oh my
Whoever approved this was terrible.
I'm going to assume that they were probably drunk or somebody lost a bet.
And I think who was drunk was the mom the whole time they were pregnant, because it was terrible.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah. Have we finally gotten over it? Can we talk about this?
Yeah, that was it. I just needed to get that out.
What are your thoughts on this one?
Yadi, you go, because I gotta compose
I
myself.
forgot about the other how they look, except this one. But I like the spider one.
Play it again. I want to, not the one before.
All right, give me a second. Let me. Okay. Here. Oh. Don't do that. There we go.
You see, like, it started kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like the Lord of the Rings meet.
Yeah. It kind of.
Then it got better.
The yellow one looked like Belle. Like the gold dress.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah. This one's pretty
It is,
cool.
Still different, and I like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The purple one looks cool.
Ouch!
Just because he was black, he didn't have to act that way.
No, yeah, but I like this ones. I
Yeah.
They look cool.
Oh yeah.
I liked it better than the last.
You are never gonna get over that, are you?
No, I'm gonna dream about this.
More like a nightmare, I would think.
Like, I would go back in time to when the creator was like born and just.
Oh my God! Pull a War Machine baby Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, that's kind of terrible. I would just assume go back in time and smack the hell out of him for even thinking that was a good idea.
No, I would be like what Deadpool did. Go back in time. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it there.
That's it. It's crazy.
Our version of Endgame style stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have snapped the motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Moving on to the next one. That's it.
Yeah.
I promise you. That was it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, GameCube. Bim, bim.
Yeah.
Oh, pop it.
Yep.
Twist it.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Banana is a minions. That's what it is.
Okay, we went down, up, really high up to down again. It's like these ones are terrible.
You like Fast and Furious though? That's like a button. Toyota, is that what it said? I didn't read. Okay.
These look like they should be in Squid Game.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure what to think about this one. And yeah, it's definitely based on the suits, it's kind of a step down from the previous one. And like I said, I'm not sure what to think about these. Like the visors being tires and wheels. Just yeah.
Even without making sense or not, like it wasn't. It didn't look good.
What got me was the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's just
in the GameCube.
It's kind of
controller.
weird.
Yeah.
It's nothing that they haven't. It's that stuff. Like it's nothing that they haven't done in similar Sentai series before. So it's not like it's kind of goofy in that sense. That part I don't necessarily have an issue with.
Yeah,
like
because
the look of the
it's part of
suits.
their. Yeah, it's part of
the
what they
charm.
do.
And yeah. And that's the thing though. I like the suits. The suits parts. They're not terrible. I like those. The helmets are the part that stand out and not in a good way.
Yeah.
I think they could have done a lot better.
At least they're not CG. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They dropped the jack on that one.
That was good. I like that.
Definitely dropped it a bit too soon before
Yeah.
they. It's.
I was burned out with this one.
Yeah. Okay. So getting back to it, this is Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. Weird name for a series, but from 2024, it is themed after vehicles, customization, and racing, and is the first season to introduce a purple Sixth Ranger.
They did stick with the theme of drifting. They should have called it Power Ranger Tokyo Drift.
I mean, I don't think they're going to adapt this like at all because I mean, well, Power Rangers, I think at this point, as we know it, might be done. I don't want to say I can't say that definitively because I don't know what they're doing right now, or what their plans are going into the future. But I think the ones as we know it is just kind of done and over with. So I don't think they're going to be adapting too much more of this unless they decide to keep doing the same thing that they always done. But to be honest,
Mighty Morphin back.
You never know. You never know. But I mean, I really hope they don't. If they do adapt something, I hope it's not this one.
Or
Yeah. No, there's no chance in hell that they are adapting Donbrothers because that's just.
Donbrothers is what they should be called. Because
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I get it.
people are gonna love this episode.
Probably. I mean, but yeah, no, it's safe to say we're not fans of this particular one, just not as much as we dislike Donbrothers.
Yeah,
Or
that one takes the
Donbrothers.
crown.
Yeah.
I mean, I did tell you that one was going to get weird before we thought.
You
And-
did.
Just I didn't know how weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I undersold how weird it would get.
Like I rather watch.
No, not that much.
Yeah, well,
All right. Moving on. This is our. I think this is our last one. Yes. So here we
no
go.
CG. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Here we go.
I like the suits on this one.
Oh yeah.
They make
I like
this
when they
one
try to be funny.
Yeah.
In English, he said.
He's hyping himself up.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Elsa.
Let it go.
Kind of.
Yeah, I like that he kept the coat.
going back to your point about the coat, he actually does after the transformation take it off, and then like ice forms around his shoulders, and then becomes like another part of the suit, like a shield. It turns into a shield, which I actually thought was pretty cool. I actually had to cut that out because I had to tack this one on at the end because I didn't have it initially, and I didn't want to make this video too much longer than it already was. So this one is called Number 1 Sentai Gozyuger from 2025. So this is this year's series, and it is actually still airing. It is themed after rings, fighters, weapons, and battle royales, and is the 50th anniversary series. The protagonists collect Sentai rings, giving them access to the powers of the previous 49 Sentai Red Rangers, including Zenkaiger, who isn't actually red, but whatever.
I like the suits on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the suits were pretty cool. I think the helmets had too much going on. But
at least there's no tire in the front.
yeah, no, this was a step up from last-ish.
A pretty big step up, actually. I actually really like the helmets on these, and I really like the suits as well. And so, like, they're leaning into the more like armor style suits with a lot of the, at least a lot of the decent ones from the modern era. So I like this one. And interesting part about this is the Red Ranger from this one actually winds up giving up his powers and winds up coming back as Goju Polar, which you see. And so the Red Ranger winds up becoming somebody different.
Got it.
Gotcha.
So it's an interesting one. And like I said, this series is still airing, so there's like no telling what they're going to have, like who's going to show up, what kind of twists they're going to have, and what have you. So it's kind of exciting to see. And then obviously, of course, as new things come up for this series, you know, we can take a look at it in like future Sentai reactions and what have you. So what else we got? What are your thoughts?
Pretty much
What is that thing in the back? Is that the villain?
I don't think so. This is another series that I haven't seen yet.
It looks cool.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh yeah. It really does look cool. I think it's pretty sure because it looks like it's got a wolf theme, so it looks like it's tied in with the Red Ranger because his theme is a wolf.
So it might be like an extra armor.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The one thing that didn't make sense to me was when they when the helmets were about to show up, and they had the lines like Avatar. I don't know why they didn't
even notice that.
Like scratches or something. But
oh yeah.
There's just before the helmet came up, they had those marks or whatever.
Oh yeah. There's certain other series that do that same thing as well. So it's kind of like almost like I want to say like a tribal or a tech thing that kind of starts appearing on the face before the helmet forms. Right. And in some cases it works. In some cases it looks kind of weird. This one I'm not like entirely sure about, but it seems kind of simple just with like the lines, like you said, like scratches on the face, which kind of makes sense because animal themed and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. And the drive thing that you said. So, but
what
I've noticed with the previous ones were that whatever they were doing on, not all of them, but whatever they got, whatever going on in the face, it kind of became part of the helmet. And in this case, it didn't. But we'll see.
Oh yeah. All right. And moving on. This one's another kind of a weird one, but not like the other ones weird. It's this one again does not take itself seriously at all and is a parody of Super Sentai, period. So here we go.
Got it.
Sailor Moon. They just like they got toys and then they put the cameras on the toys.
Kind of.
Here's the anime one.
Pretty much.
Well, not crazy bad. It's just the emo right now, but. The blue one is lost.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay. Yeah. That one is Hikonin Sentai Akiba Ranger, and like I said, it is a parody. I don't remember what year it's from, but it's like a number of years ago. And it's like I said, it does not take itself seriously at all. It's like a fan's interpretation of Super Sentai, I suppose, like led by a Super Sentai super fan, essentially. And like you see, like the transformation devices are like a figurine of a girl that turns into a gun, and that's their transformation device. And then the suits are just rather odd. Like 2 female suits, you can see like boob armor, and then like just Yellow Ranger being overly bubbly, and the Red Ranger trying to be serious, but it's just like he can't figure himself out, and then the Blue Ranger is just absolutely lost. Like she has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, the Red Ranger looks like he's trying to get them together.
Oh yeah. He's like, come on.
Getting your poses.
Yeah, right.
And then the blue one was lost.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's this one had like, it's like a short series. It only had like, I'm not sure exactly how many episodes, but like they split it into like 2 seasons. I don't know if you want to call it that, but again, another one that I haven't bothered watching because time and all that shit, but what can you do?
Click all the I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's another thing they can do, but yeah, so that's Super Sentai right up to this point, and they're still going.
That's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. 50 years of this.
Have they adapted everything? Like the Power Rangers side, have they adapted all of them, or they skip? I know they haven't adapted all of them, but most or no?
Most
They
of them,
repeat
yes,
suits,
because
right?
they're like 35 or 36 roughly different seasons that they've adapted, and then certain ones that they've skipped, obviously, for obvious reasons. Like the train one they skipped, which is what it is. The space themed one, the Kyuranger one that they skipped, which honestly I wish they hadn't. And then of course, Donbrothers, which thankfully got skipped. I'm so glad that they skipped that one.
Me too.
I mean, honestly, it's tough to say. It's tough to say where the franchise is going at this point. Not just with Power Rangers, because it's kind of up in the air at this stage. Like it's not getting the viewership it seems as it once did. And so yeah, it's difficult to say where it's going. And obviously, Super Sentai is still going relatively strong. I mean, seriously, 50 years, man. And it's still chugging along. So
I think the problem with Power Rangers is that the Western Hemisphere are so used to like CGI getting better and better that when you see a show like Power Rangers, that everything's like cardboard and pyrotechnics, it's not appealing for a lot of people.
absolutely,
At least not anymore, because in the 90s, yeah, and then all the way through the 2000s, like the early 2000s, great, because it still fit, but now it doesn't.
Nowadays, kids don't really get into that as well as we did back in the 90s and the early to mid 2000s and things like
Right.
that. Yeah, you're talking about like CGI with heavy movies and television shows and whatnot, when you got like Marvel and things like that with like, I mean, hell, Avengers Infinity War and Endgame are like prime examples of like throwing everything at at a movie with like CGI and characters and just crazy shit. And I think, the kids nowadays, they want to see more of that, especially on our side of the world, rather than, seeing this. So, it makes sense that Power Rangers, viewership would decline. And then also there are some fans, like older fans, that still kind of keep up with this to see, where the franchise is going. And so,
like, think about it. If the Dark Knight trilogy would have followed what the Batman franchise was in the 90s, it wouldn't have worked, because it was almost like this. It was almost like the cardboard background, everything like very Japanese style, like Godzilla, how it used to be. And if it would have been like that, it would have been it would have failed. People now want more cinematic viewing or filming than anything else.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, and that's fair. Like if that's what you're into, then that's what you're into. And that's
right.
It's not a bad thing, because I like a lot of that cinematic stuff as well. And it's a shame that a lot of these other franchises like this, like Power Rangers, and that, ultimately kind of falls to the wayside as a result, but I suppose that's the natural progression of things as time goes.
It's MORPHIN TIME!
And with that being said, that'll just about do it for this week's episode of Nap Reacts. We hope you enjoyed this bit of content as much as we did bringing it to you. If you did, smack that like button as hard as you can with conviction, just like that. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Monday on Nap Reacts, we'll be jumping back into Dragon Ball Z Abridged, episode 19 and 20 by Team 4-Star, so do look forward to that one. Follow us on all of our social platforms through the links in the description. The Linktree is your one-stop shop for everywhere we operate, including our Patreon, as well as our Discord community, which you will thoroughly enjoy. It is absolutely free to join, so stop by, shoot the breeze, play some games, and hang out with nerds just like you. Boil it all down, what can they do, Lewis?
Click all the things.
That was different. You heard the Pink Ranger. Click all the things and join our incredible community. We look forward to seeing you there. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here for Yadi and Lewis. This is Justin. Thanks again for watching Nap Reacts, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!
Yeah.